and that. And I think I'm live. I hope you can hear me. Let me check. Good. You can. Okay. Woohoo! Just do that. Excuse me. Had some last minute food before the thing started, so if I'm just coughing randomly, that's probably why. Anyway, I get this down. Oh, excuse the pile of clothes there, and excuse this big pile of totally not clothes under a blanket. Let me just. Here, we have an audience. But anyway. Oops. There you go. And hi! Oh my goodness, it's been too long. Okay, no more moving. Wait, am I? Oops. Apparently doing this jiggles. That's funny. Anyway, so, hi guys. What's this button? Oh, that's not a button. What's this? Oh. Anyway, so hi, how are you? It's been way too long since I've done one of these. Huh. Yeah, it's been way too long. It feels like it. But at the same time it doesn't. Right, Winky? Mm-hmm. This is Winky. A cute little stuffed animal piggy. What a cutie. So, hi, hello to the people here. And cars passing by in the street. Good. Everything looks good. So yeah. Wow. What's with these coughs? Anyway, so yeah. Hi, how are you? I'm good. Is that it? Yeah, it is. So yeah, there appears to be no one in the chat yet. So, okay, was I? Great. So yeah. How are you guys? Because I'm good. Stuff happened. Oh, there is some. Hi, Bia. Simmons, yeah. Hi, Bia Simmons. Hi. How are you? Like, stop touching everything. So, yeah. Hi. I hope you don't mind this new, totally different surroundings. Because it's totally different surroundings. So, yeah. Hi. How are you all, dudes and dudettes? What was I gonna say? Oh, wait. So, stuff happened. Not that much stuff, but stuff happened since the last time I've done one of these. Like, let's save that for the last. But okay, so those two things are the last. So, like, how are you? How are you guys? And the other people that are not particularly in the chat, but the people who are just watching from home or wherever they are, because it's been too long. Because I've been good, and there's something else. Oh well, I'm trying to remember what I was going to talk about in this live stream. I wrote down a list, forgot to bring in the list from the car, and now 3. There was something else, but oh well. Anyway, so I've not finally, but I got from the library, the Ford versus Ferrari movie. I saw it on trailers a while ago, and I was like, "Ooh, that looks like a good movie." So I was like, "I'm gonna get it." And then after a really long time and 100+ holds, I was like 141 out of 150, something like that. After a really long time, I finally got around to watching the movie. And it's a decent movie. Sure, there's some bad words in it, like more than maybe the average homeschooling parent would like. But, it was a good movie. I liked it because it involved race cars and Ford versus Ferrari. I found that to be a really cool movie. I just liked it. Yeah. So that was cool. Gosh. Must have had some food go down the wrong pipe or something. So anyway, that happened. Oh, Mom's in the chat. My mom is in the chat. Everyone go say hi to my mom. The greatest person in the world. Besides Jesus. So yeah, that happened. Okay, so there's that. Come on, there was something else, which it wasn't that. Oh, was that it? Wait, I don't know. So that happened, and I got to see a friend last week. It was really fun. We got to hang out at a park. We hanged out, played games, and just whatnot. It was really fun. And quite recently, I have fallen in love with The Office. Well, not that recently. It has been a couple weeks, so it hasn't been that long. I mean, like in the grand scheme, like in the lifespan that I've lived for, it is very short. But it was a couple weeks ago. I saw some scenes of The Office on YouTube. I think it was Christian meme review from Blimey Cow that kind of got me interested. So I watched a couple of scenes from YouTube. I fell in love with those scenes. I started watching every scene that I could on YouTube. And then I got a season and I watched it. And it's a very interesting thing because, like, okay, so I watched basically every scene that you could find on YouTube. And then out of all of the seasons, so I decided to get a season from the library. And out of all of the seasons to start off on, I started with season 9. 9? Yeah, season 9, the very last season. I started watching The Office from the last season. And it was an interesting season. And I just like The Office. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, yeah. So yeah, maybe next time when I get one. Oh, that. So when the next time I get a season, I might get some earlier season. Like season 3 or 4. That sounds good. So yeah, that happened. That's basically it. I mean, I mentioned, I think, in last live stream that I'm switching rooms. So the last live stream, I was in my room, my old room, and this is my new room. This is the room that my mother's been sleeping in for a while. And yeah. So, excuse the mess, but this is my new room. It's quite nice. And it seems kind of funny because, like, I really like this bed, and mother really likes my old current bed. So as in, like, I like mother's bed, mother likes my bed. So we switched rooms. We seem to sleep better anyway. And yeah, and my dad says hi. Go and say hi to my dad. He's in the chat as well. The best dad in the world. Hi, Dad. World. Gosh. Oh my word. So yeah, and I have pillows in here, so that's a plus. Not like I didn't have pillows in the other room, but yeah, I have more space for them. I'm able to put like all of my stuffed animals on the bed. My other bed was a little bit too small for that, but now I can put like all of my stuffed animals on it so I can cuddle with them. Because I'm just a big softie. And if you can tell or not, well, actually you can't. I just took a shower like 20 minutes ago. No, about an hour ago. I took a shower about an hour ago, so wow, my hair just instantly dried. Wow. That's so cool. So yeah, that happened. Goodness. So yeah. Yeah, we just got home from mowing for my aunts. We went and got food. It's been a busy day. So yeah, that's basically everything. Right? Yeah. Yeah. That's basically been everything that's happening with me. But what's happening with you guys? I'd like to know. Excuse me as I get comfortable in bed because I'm comfy. So yeah, like what's happened with you guys? It's been a long time. Yeah, my mother just said, I wonder who the 3 unidentified viewers are. I wonder. So it says there's 6 watching. So one of them's me. Because I always like watch it while I'm live streaming it, so then I can, just make sure that everything goes well. And if someone starts to say that you can't hear anything, I can just boom, check, just make sure it doesn't not blue screen though. Blue man group again. So that's basically two other people. I'm guessing there are people who aren't currently home, maybe, and they're just watching it on their phone or something. It's a mystery. So yeah, hello to those two other people that I don't know who you are. Yep, only two unidentified viewers. So it's an unidentified viewing. How do we say it? Instead of an unidentified flying object, we have an unidentified person who watches YouTube live streams. So wait, it's an unidentified person who watches YouTube live streams, or a UPWY. Wait, what? Unidentified person watching YouTube live streams. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. 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 My mother just typed Upwytl. UPWWYTL. An unidentified person watching something YouTube live streams. Yeah. Oh, and do you see this blanket? I realized that when I was taking the picture for the live stream that it looks pretty nice up there. So yeah, it's a blanket. I got it in like Arizona when I was up there when I was like 5 years old or younger. It's a really nice blanket. My grandmother got it for me, so thank you, Grandma. Yeah, and yeah, I just like Go Diego Go. At least I used to. I haven't watched it in ages. Yeah. Okay. Let's get rid of this pill. So yeah, anything weird and crazy happened in your life in the past month that it's been? And good gravy. It doesn't feel like it's August, but guess what? It is. Can't believe there's no BlimeyCon. But they did do, because of my Patreon of BlimeyCow, I got to see Brother Brother Time Season 3 pilot episode a week before the rest of the people, and I won't spoil it, but I will say that it was interesting. And I can't wait to see where they're going to go with it. My dad said UV, unidentified viewer. Cool. UV. That sounds like something you'd see on glasses, like UV glasses. What was that? It was like ultraviolet. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Hey, look, pigs can fly. Okay. Okay. So yeah, anything weird happen in your life? Weird and crazy, and maybe even unidentified. It's been a long time, and it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video. And it's kind of ironic because in this video I mentioned the fact that you shouldn't make apology videos, but here I go. Sorry for not uploading, guys. Okay, there, I said it. You happy? Just kidding. Oh, my dad said I went driving with. You went driving with the void? The blanket of space? Ooh, it's a mystery. It's an unidentified viewer. I went driving with blank. Oh, with his friend Joe today. I think you spelled that wrong because that's actually Jow. Jow. So it spells Jow. Hello, Jow. That's funny. So yeah. Okay, that's good. Joe. Wait a minute. When you say you went driving with Joe, does that mean that he drove or did you drive? Or am I allowed to say that yet? Or am I even allowed to say that in general? Yeah. Cause yeah, cause I should have asked beforehand. Ah! You drove? Okay, context time. Okay, so I won't say too much, but I will say this: Dad, because of reasons, couldn't drive for years, couple years. But anyway, just recently he got his driver's license again, and I find that pretty darn insane. I mean, no offense, Dad. It's just wow. It's been so long. Wait a minute. Wait. When was the last time? Because I think like the last time I actually have a vivid memory of Dad driving anywhere, it was like 2013. Gosh, all I remember was the fact that Dad took me to a restaurant, and that's about all I can remember. Wow. I think one day we went to like a pizza place, like a Domino's. But man, that was like more than 5 years ago. And now he's actually. Wow, it's just insane. It's just absolutely insane how the time flies. I drove like a champ. I'm sure you did. Wow, I want to see that. Next time you drive, how about if you record it so then I can have solid evidence? Just kidding. Zoom. Wow. It's just been a while. It's bringing back memories. Hey, maybe I should do like a draw my life video. I know that nobody's really made any of those, but that'd be fun. Or some type of video just to reminisce of old times. That'd be fun. But enough about me. How are you guys? I still can't believe that. Wow. Oh, maybe that's what should I explain that? Okay. Yeah. So I also had this idea, and I know I wouldn't be able to actually like make this this series of videos for a very, very long time. And who knows? I mean, I probably never will, but it would be kind of interesting if I could. If I had the money to make it, which I don't. But if you didn't know this already, I am a majorly huge Star Trek nerd. Yes, I do watch Star Wars and I like Star Wars, but I love Star Trek. I mean, seriously, it's just I like it so much. Star Trek is, I mean, not to offend anybody, but Star Trek, in my opinion, is way better than Star Wars. Okay, that's just my opinion. Well, I mean, in some areas, Star Wars has way better fight scenes, but Star Trek has better something. My mother just said that my friend Joe, which I've put him on my channel, a really old video, and I was super young. He's gonna be driving in a year or so. Yeah, I met him and he was like 10, something like that. FYI, I've never had any points on my license. Interesting. I don't know what that's like because even though I'm almost 18, I don't plan on driving any time soon. Oops. Anyway, so yeah, what was I talking about? Right, I'm a huge Star Trek nerd. And I would love to see some decent Star Trek. I mean, like, no offense to the dude who's making that new stuff, like Discovery and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of hate towards that dude since it seems like he's not like people are being like, oh, he doesn't know what Star Trek is, and yada yada. I'm not really like that either. I'm more like, yeah, I've never watched things like Discovery or those other alternate universes movies, or even the Lower Decks, whatever that TV show's called. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I will like it. So I'm not going to say anything bad about him yet until I actually get a decent reason why. But I think I do because of that weird cartoon show. Whatever it's called, like the Lower Decks, whatever it's called. Oh, yes. So a brief side note. My mother just commented a mouse snack in my purse last night. So basically, we're basically sure that we have a mouse or 2 or 3 mice in the house. And I really like mice. I don't know why, but I just like all furry thingies, like small furry animals. I just really like. So anyway, we believe so an hour or two earlier today, my mother is just digging through her purse, and we have this little bag of birdseed, two actually, and the bag wasn't opened, and then we looked so we haven't opened the bag yet. It was completely sealed, and then mother takes it out of her purse, and there's a hole in it. It looks like it was chewed, and almost all of the birdseed's gone, and both bags. So we're almost. I'm positive, pretty basically, that there was a mouse or more than one, in our purse, snacking on birdseed. And a mere mortal, howdy, hi. Oh, I was just talking about the fact that I'm 95% sure that there was a mouse that snacked on some birdseed in my mother's purse. So that's lovely. How are you, a mere mortal? Where is I? Oh yeah, so I'm a huge Star Trek nerd, and I had this idea for this new Star Trek thingy, because I mean, yeah, I love Deep Space Nine, TNG, Voyager. The Enterprise series was okay, was pretty decent, and original was interesting. So yeah, so I had this thought that maybe someone shouldn't, like, or at least I should try maybe someday in the future, if I had a ton of money to do it, to make a series, a Star Trek series, like a fan film, if you will, or a fan series of Starfleet as a Starfleet show in the, what's the word? Not format, but shown to you as a vlog. As in, we have someone in Starfleet, like an ensign or something, or a lieutenant, who vlogs, and you see Star Trek from, yeah, you see like a whole Star Trek show from, what's the word? I don't know. From the viewpoint of someone who vlogs. So it's like, hey guys, welcome to the video. This is a new thing I'm trying. I replicated this camera from old plans, from old blueprints, and whatnot. So yeah. Amir Myrtle, I'm glad you think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's really cool too. So like, I would basically build like the whole interior of like hallways, the holodeck, bridge engineering, medical bay, whatever it's called, sick bay, duh, and basically just do a whole show just from the viewpoint of someone who vlogs. I heard of a fan series like that called the Joker Vlogs. Sounds interesting. Is that about the Joker from like Batman? Because lovely. The only Joker I watch is the one from the Lego Batman movie. Because he's not that creepy compared to the other ones. Anyway, so yeah. I was thinking I could also do things like it's like, oh no, the doctor's not in sick bay. Computer activate emergency medical hologram. And then an emergency medical hologram appears and he's like, please state the nature of the medical emergency. And I had this idea also that the ship is going to be called the USS Septillion. It's an interesting name. I'm not really good at naming things that aren't already a thing. So I thought, why not name it after a number? So it's the USS Septillion, which is a big number. It's something like 16 or more zeros. Yeah, it was him vlogging in the jail where all the other Batman villains are. That is cool. That is, well, I mean, like, it's not like cool, and I don't know. It's interesting. It reminds me a lot of Villain Pub from How It Should Have Ended. It's just of all of the villains just hanging out, discussing how they were defeated by like people. Anyway, so yeah, I think that'd be really cool. And like, we can have like things like one of the episodes, one of the vlogs I came up with was like, everyone except for the vlogger and his best friend gets abducted by aliens for like an alien workforce, but they leave the ship so that nobody can like find the pieces of it on like alien homeworlds and be like, aha, you destroyed this ship and took it apart. So basically then it's just this vlogger and his friend, and they single-handedly, or like double-handedly pilot the ship, get help, and they save the day, all while vlogging it at the same time. And there could be things like the Borg and then Klingons. And I'm thinking that the idea of this whole series will take place just before the Dominion War. And it also takes place, like, it also serves in the Battle of the Chintaka system, which, if you're a nerd like I am, you would know that's the same battle where the Defiant and along with like 100 other ships were destroyed by the Breen's alien laser weapon. So I'm thinking the USS Septilion gets destroyed, and we see it happen, and then voila, a new ship happens, and it's just like that one scene from the Star Trek movie with Captain Kirk in it, and they refitted another Constitution class to be all hyped up and whatnot. And yes, you can tell I'm a big Star Trek nerd when I can actually give you the names of the types of ships that serve in Starfleet. For example, the Constitution class, the Galaxy class, the... What was it? There's a Constitution... Oh, come on. The Consolation class. Consolation? Yeah, I think that's weird. The Defiant class, Steam Runner class, the what's it called? The Ambassador class, something like that. Basically, I am a huge Star Trek nerd, and I just think that'd be really interesting, having someone from Starfleet. I'm thinking he'll start as an ensign or a red shirt, and then move on and become better, like, become a lieutenant or something. And okay, Mom, I'll stop talking about Star Trek. Mothers. Anyway, moving on from Star Trek, one of my favorite shows. I'll mention it again for the people who weren't here before. I've fallen in love with The Office. I just love it so much. And I just think it's really cool, and I don't know why. I just like it. And that was it. Did you know? I looked up Steve Carell on IMDb, and he's the dude who played Michael Scott in The Office. And did you know that Steve Carell, he played Gru in Despicable Me? I didn't know that, so I looked it up on YouTube, and yeah, there he is, Michael Scott. Michael Scott playing Gru in Despicable Me. And I look in the comments, and there you go. We see people commenting Michael Scott in the comment section. So now it's like I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, I would have never even thought about watching that movie because I'm extremely sheltered, sheltered dude, so I wouldn't really think about watching movies like that. But now that I know that it's Michael Scott or Steve Carell that plays Gru, and apparently Drew, his brother, it's like I really want to watch that now, just to see just to hear Steve Carell playing Gru. Because it's like, now that I realize that it's him, it's like I can never unhear that. So yeah. Also, moving on, we apparently have a groundhog in the area. Cute. I've seen it. It's this really cute little animal, and it's so cute. Oh, bye, Bea Simmons. Have a good day. Bye. Everyone say bye to Bea. What's the time about? Right, groundhog. I saw a groundhog. He was really cute. And apparently, we also have skunks in the neighborhood, because we saw one. And it was really cute. Because, I was just in the backyard. This is like a week or two ago. I was in the backyard, and I was putting something up on a line, because we have a line. I think it's like my green screen or something. Anyway, and I look over, and the skunk was digging around at our compost pile. And I was like, oh, okay. So we just keep... No, wait, I'm mixing two things up. I just mixed up two totally different stories. So, I was still in the backyard, and then I saw the skunk. It seemed to have ignored me until one moment. It seems to have looked over, and it kind of gets up on its hind legs like a bunny, and then it just ran away. It was like, Wait, is that a person? Run! It was really cute. See you next month. Bye, Bia. Anyway, so yeah, it was just really cute. And then it was the other day that I was putting up the green screen on the line when the groundhog comes jogging up the driveway. And it was kind of like he was just kind of like jogging up, and then he saw me, and then he ran. It was kind of cute. Here, I'm gonna look up a picture of a groundhog just because I don't actually know what they look like super close up. You can see live reaction of what a groundhog looks like. Oh my word. Wait, okay. Ready? And he looks like, oh, they look like a beaver. It looks like a straight up beaver. It's so cute. Oh, there's a picture of a groundhog with three of its babies on top. Oh, I love groundhogs. They look so cute. Okay, enough about that. So yeah, we have a groundhog in our backyard, and it just appears every once in a while. He looks like a guinea pig. It looks like a straight up guinea pig in that picture. Wow. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that mother was in the. Oh, right. So yeah, we also have bunnies in the backyard. I like bunnies. Okay, there you go. So yeah, that's about all that's happened. I think. Oh, yeah, that's basically it. And I have the pillow. Stop touching the microphone, Zemron. My favorite pillow. La 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 la. My favorite pillow. Oh, no, I forgot about this. Oof. Instead of that, we also have my ukulele. Sorry about that. Yeah, I bet mere mortal has seen animals in your yard too. Yeah, and I also have my uke right here. That doesn't sound good. First, this one right here is like really jiggly. So whenever I like hit a note, it like shakes it. There you go. There you go. Have my uke. So I have my uke, so I can play a song. Yeah, we can do stuff. Woo! Wow, half an hour into this already. Holy cow! Only feels like 10 minutes. Hey, here's a question: does it feel like we're in some type of a time warp? Because like I feel as it's like most of the days, I feel as if I've only been awake for like 2 hours, and then it's time to go to bed, and I get decent sleeps. It's not like I actually wake up 2 hours before bedtime. So yeah, have any ideas? Cause like it just some days it really just is like it just goes by like that. What else? All right, I'm also getting more into Minecraft, so maybe someday in the future we could like do like a live Minecraft tournament or something. I don't know. Yes. Mother said yes. I know. And is it about Ukes? Because I know it's not about Minecraft. I know that for a fact. Wasn't there something else? Nope, I guess not. Okay. Oh, come on. I feel like there's something that happened. Like some movie that I watched. Nope. Oh, yes. Haha, the time warp. Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like I talked about that in years. Okay, just kidding. Maybe we're all in some form of a Star Trek wormhole. that like hyper speeds up time, like that one episode of Star Trek Voyager with the planet that was spinning at like 3,000 miles a second. That was a cool episode. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Like I said before, I saw a friend. It was really fun. Woo! Oh, one of those. You can't see it. It just left, but one of those weird, not weird, but it's like that car-sized motorcycle with the 2 wheels in the front and the 1 wheel in the back just drove down our street. I like cars. If you didn't know me that well, or if you just didn't know by now, well, I haven't really said anything about it. I'm a car guy, ish. I'm not like super into like taking apart cars and like doing stuff with cars and whatnot, but I like them. I just think they're cool. I like classic cars. That's basically what I'm into. Old classic box cars. Beautiful. Those things are beautiful. And I really want one for my car. Or the time machine. Like not an actual functioning time DeLorean time car, but to have a DeLorean and then convert it into what appears to be a time machine from Back to the Future would be amazing. Probably Back to the Future 2, first one, but if I felt like it, I might do the third one. But yeah, I like that car. I like that car a lot. And old cars are just boxy and like really cool, really expensive, and just classic. That's basically it. I'm not really into the cars of today, like the Mustangs and the, what was it? A Tesla truck. Yeah, whatever that thing was. Yeah, Tesla truck. It looked very strange when I first saw it. A Tesla truck. It was just like very boxy. And it honestly looked like something that like someone from the 1960s would think a futuristic car would look like. You know what I mean? Like people from like then. Like it looked like something that you would see in like Lost in Space or the original Star Trek. Very boxy. Oh right, yeah, we saw this like model car. What was it? It was like wasn't a bug. It was just one of those really those smaller cars. It was kind of like this shape. I don't know how to describe it besides that. It had these 70s wood grain insets, whatever those are, on the side, which made it look. It was supposedly to make it look older than it really was, but the fact that it wasn't on like a box car totally gave it away. But yeah, it was interesting. It's interesting. The kids playing outside. Oh, Dran, if I had my phone with me, I could show you a very interesting picture. Because, excuse me, one day I was doing dishes and I had this cup of water and I kind of forgot there was water in it, like a little bit. I put it in the dryer rack and it spilled. It was like, bloop, and I was like, oops. And I look, and there are these 2 humongo water droplets, like at the size of my thumbnail. My thumbnail. So it was like basically from here, from like the top of my finger right here, like it was about like that big, like on this paper towel, 2 of them, and it was just so interesting looking because it was like 4 times bigger than the average water droplet. So I took a picture of it, and it looks absolutely insane. And I think Mother here has the phone to show me the picture. She does. I predicted the future. Wow, I'm so cool. I predicted the future, guys. That should be a video, a clickbait video. I predicted the future. Okay, so here's the picture. Okay, it's pretty big. Look at this. It's like really huge. What's that? Okay. And then if you really zoom in, that's when you really get to see how crazy it is. Like look at that. Look at that. It's like look how big that water droplet is. I realize it looks straight like a water slug. Like some type of see-through slug. And then over here it looks like a gem of some kind. And like that's pretty big. Oops. It's like I don't know how to describe it, but these things were like really big. Oh, hi Jay Gorman. We're talking about this photo of when I spilled water and it made these two huge water drops. I mean, these are big. It may not look that big to you, but it was like each one of these was about this big right here. About okay, that big. Okay, about that big. So yeah, there was just huge water droplets. And it was kind of funny because it was like I was like, wow. So I took a picture and I was like, wow, this looks insane. Then I look up and I was like, hey, wasn't there two droplets? There was. And I look up and they're both gone. Because they both slowly absorbed into the towel. It was just kind of funny because I was like, wait, wasn't there two? There was. Now they're both gone. That's some fancy water you grew. Yes, it sure is. Fancy water. Some A+ quality water plants. That would be an interesting video. Do you want a plant that grows water? Well, here you go. Your plant watering your water plant. A plant that makes water for you. No, it's just water that just comes out of the ground. Wow, this haircut is just the hair after you take a shower. After I took a shower today, it was like the hair. It was like this. It wasn't like this. It was like all my hair is like flat onto my head. You've got the COVID hair. No, I don't have the COVID hair. This is the hair that you get after you take a shower. And I mean, like, if this is a COVID hair, then you could say I've always had it because I've always grown my hair. Like, not grown. I've always cut my hair. So yeah, I mean, like, I might need to cut it eventually, but yep, this is just my normal haircut. And why is it so dark? Here, let me try to fix this. Will that work? Nope. Well, just pure direct spotlight. Yep, that'll work. Oh wow, this is like interrogation lighting. No, this is like something that you would see in like a UFO spotting where it's like the car just breaks down and you're trying to figure it out, and then bright light. You see an alien. You see someone coming closer. You black out. Next thing you know, you're in the middle of the forest, and then you just happen to have your phone, and it just happened to record some blurry, like all pixelated, weird floating object. Anyway, it's not that bad. But anyway, as you can see, this is hair that's dried in the past 40 minutes after I took a shower. So this is not COVID hair. I don't even want to say that. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Sorry about that. So yeah, do I need a haircut? Comment down below if I need a haircut. Maybe I do. I was thinking about getting like the hair way back here, like really short. You know, like take like not a razor, you know, like those hair cutting tools, and like really like just thin it out. So then it's like not like then it takes a little while for it to grow back, because when it does, wow. Well, wait, I kind of look like Elvis. I look like Elvis Presley from this angle. Thank you very much. No, that's Hamburger Boy. Anyway, so yeah, it's just after a while, this hair, when it grows too long, it like digs into my neck, and it makes me very uncomfortable when I'm trying to sleep. Oh, thank you, Dad. Yes, I like my hair too. I like hair a lot. And look, I have a part. Anyway, oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Hamburger Presley. Hamburger Presley. Oh my gosh, could you picture that Hamburger Boy pretending to be Elvis Presley? He might do a good job. Holy cow, I could just picture that. He's like playing Elvis Presley song, which I don't know, but I'm just gonna pretend that I do. And then he's gonna, yeah. I like your hair better than mine. Oh, thank you, Dad. So yeah, Elvis Presley. Should I like? Yeah, I'm gonna like retake the thumbnail and be like, an alien abducted me while I was pretending to be Elvis Presley or something. Wow, this is like really blowing out my like this thing overexposed. Here, I'll just do this. He could possibly one or two on the uke. So it's just like Hamburger Boy pretending to be Elvis Presley playing some one of his songs on the uke. Thank you very much. Yeah, the uke. This hair is going well everywhere. Oh my gosh, from your side profile, you do have the Elvis look. Okay, now I'm just gonna look it up. Elvis. There he is. Yeah, it was like weird. I don't really have like I know what he looks like besides like one episode of Superman. Wow, I do. Hamburger Boy Presley. Awesome. Yeah, that does sound awesome. Wow. Weird. It's like from all the videos and movies I've seen. He looks a bit like Wesley Crusher from Star Trek. Well, whoa. Huh. I kind of do. Okay, I have this one picture of him up, and he looks more like Rick Astley than this, but yeah. Wait. Maybe if I type in Elvis Presley impersonator, then I might get the hairstyle that I'm looking for. Ah, there we go. I was looking for like a picture of him in that crazy suit. What is that? Anyway, it's like a white vest and pants with like gold. Wearing a string. Oh, could you imagine Elvis Presley singing "Never Gonna Give You Up"? That would be weird. You know the rules, and so do I. Oh, that'd be weird. Yes, I'm Elvis Presley. It's like an Elvis Presley mugshot. It's like I have the picture here. That's funny. Yeah. Do any of you guys listen to Elvis Presley? Like any of his music? I don't. I listen only to yesterday's soundtrack of the dude who was singing the Beatles songs, because he sings pretty good. Hey dude. Oh, here, I'll close that window. La 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 la. Doo. My dad likes Elvis Presley. I'm pretty sure. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, it's called a jumpsuit. Thank you, Dad. The jumpsuit. Could you picture me looking like Elvis? Like, do you think I could look like him if I like put on the glasses, maybe put a little extra thing of hair up the top, had a jumpsuit on? Do you think I could look like him? Yeah. Anyway, Yesterday is the best movie. Yes, it is. And if you don't know what that is, that's a movie where there's this dude who's a musician, and after a brief accident, he is the only person in the world who knows who the Beatles are. So he becomes really, really famous because he knows all of the Beatles songs by heart, and then he gets really famous. It's a really cool movie. I would highly recommend it. Because also, like, one of the Beatles songs goes, "Hey Jude," and one of the scenes, his producer is like, "I think you should call it Hey Dude instead." Oh, Mere Myrtle, you watching that movie? Ah, yay! I didn't know that. That's so cool. I love that movie. Woo. Oh, maybe I should learn some Beatles songs. What was all that voice cracking? Oh, maybe I should learn the Beatles. That the bits with Ed Sheeran were really funny. They were. And it's really, really funny because if you look it up on YouTube and the comments, people are like, wow, that Ed Sheeran is really good. He should become a musician. But yeah, it's like, I really like that movie. It's really cool. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. La 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 la. So yeah, I really like music because if you didn't know, Yeah, basically everyone here knows. Maybe besides like one person who's like not in the chat. The name Zimrin means musical. He must be bigger across the pond. Okay. Sure. Anyway, so yeah, I like that music. Ed Sheeran, he must be bigger across the pond. I mean, reflections do make people look bigger than they really are, and shadows. So I'll just nod my head and say, sure. Anyway, I would highly recommend that movie. And a movie called Whiff, because it had John Ratzenberger, because he's a cool guy. The pond being the Atlantic Ocean. Must be more popular in Europe. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. So yeah, I think that was about all I was gonna say. Pretty sure. Oh, that was it. I just remembered. So also, you know that latest video, links in the description below if I remember to put it there, or you can just, check it out on my channel. It's my film for the Blind Cow Film Contest, which got basically nothing but second and third places because a certain someone, Ryan Matlock, stole the show. So anyway, yeah, it's not a fan film. It's a film that I submitted for the Blind Cow Film Contest, and it involved Hamburger Boy being his secret agent. I really liked filming it. It was really fun filming it with him. Why was I mentioning this? Oh, right. Well, the cabin scenes, they had to be filmed in a place called Brigade. And Brigade is basically my worst nightmare. Not anymore, but it used to be. Because, okay, here's a story. So, 4 years ago, it was about 4 years ago. So when I was about 13 and a half or so, I went to a thing called Brigade. And it's like a summer camp kind of like a thing. It's like there's a bunch of cabins, and you have like a bunch of these youth leaders who are like, okay, this is what you're gonna do from this time to that time, blah blah blah, whatnot like that, rules and whatnot, safety stuff. But also, it's basically this really cool outside manly thing. They have like archery, swimming, gun shooting. That year there's slingshots and a lot of other really cool things. So I went, and because I was autistic, I still am, and younger me didn't know how to cope with it. It was harder for me to cope with it, and it was hard. It was really hard being there without mother because she was working in the kitchen, so I was all alone with a bunch of kids. And technically, I was a little too old to be with them in the sense like I was supposed to be in this different group, but I got to be with this younger group because reasons I don't remember why. So yeah, what did we do? We went on walks, basically like walks and like mountain climbing. I say mountain climbing not in the sense that I actually mountain climb, but in the sense that we had these steep hills that were about like this steep. They got up to be like this steep. And it doesn't look that steep, but it really is, especially when there's like trees and roots and leaves. It's effectively mountain climbing. So you had to like use like trees and like roots to like climb up. So we did that. We did archery, and it was pretty interesting. I learned how to use a slingshot. It was pretty decent until it was about time to go to bed, and I just really did not feel comfortable sleeping with a bunch of these 8 and 10 and 12-year-olds I didn't know. And I kind of just not panicked. I just was like, I shut down to the point that I was like, okay, you can just go and sleep with your mother. Like, she had a cabin which thankfully she had a side of the cabin which thankfully had 2 beds, so I got one. Man, I would have had like a mental breakdown if I couldn't. And basically, ever since then, I was like, I will never go back. It would be like the day I die is the day that I go back, or something like that. I would rather give someone $10 million, or I would rather swim across the Atlantic Ocean. Basically, I did not want to go there until this year. Uh-oh. Jay Gurman, I had to turn the volume off. I missed out what we're talking about now. Oh, basically this place called Brigade, and I really just didn't like it. And younger me had a lot of trauma there. So that's basically it. So then, fast forward to about 4 years from then, and I was preparing to do the Blimey Hell Film Contest. Well, actually, it was a little before that. It was like mother was like, "Hey, they're doing Brigade this year," and I was like, "No." But then it was later, and it was getting close to the week of the week that I was supposed to start filming, and I was like, I really don't want to, but in the back of my mind, I really did. Which was strange because it was like every other year I was just like, no way, I'm not doing it, or I just forgot. So, hi B Simmons, hi Hamburger Boy, Presley could sing Hound Dog on the Uke. Interesting. So yeah, hi B Simmons. I'm just talking about past trauma and how I got over it. So then it was this year, and I was like, okay, so I was trying to film. So another problem was it wasn't just the fact that I didn't want to go, but it was also the fact that it was happening in the middle of the Blimey Cow film contest. So I was like, okay, let's say I do go, then that's like 1 or 2 days of no filming. So then I only have 5 days to film a video. So I was like, I still didn't want to do it, but I still kind of did. And then I got the idea of doing Hamburger Boy, Secret Agent, Counterfeit. I had that idea to do the Counterfeit episode, and I was like, that would be pretty cool. And I realized I couldn't film in the basement because it was just all dark. I didn't have my lights at the time, and it was really messy. So then I started to think about Brigade. And one thing led to another, and then I decided I'm going to go back to Brigade Camp. A place that had nothing but trauma, basically, when I was 13 years old when I went. And I went, and we had a really good time. Surprisingly, we had a good time. We got this cabin. We were able to rent out the whole cabin, and it was perfect because okay, I'll get to that question in a bit. Because it had like 1, 2, 3, 4. It had 5 bunk beds and one normal bed and a table. So it was absolutely perfect filming location to film Counterfeit. So we had the whole cabin. I was able to film, and I had a really good time. And I didn't just stay in the cabin the whole time. I also, what did we do? We did basically only 2 things, or 3. We threw axes at a target, and these are like not like little $5 cheap plastic things. I'm Bart Rathbone. These were like serious axes that people use to cut down trees. And here I was lobbing them at a target 20 feet away. It was insane. And I thought it was really cool. And then after that, we did archery, and I did a decent job, especially the fact that I've probably had a decent amount of experience compared to like everyone else there. I had like other practice from going to archery practice when I was younger, so that was really fun. We went on a walk, which we got lost on. it was kind of scary, but it was decent, and that was later. But then there was also a campfire, and it was really fun because at the campfire they had these like scripted things, and it was just really, really fun. And I actually had a good time. It was like, yeah. And Mary Myrtle says, I am so happy you're able to overcome the bad memories and have good times there. Me too. It hasn't honestly really changed that much since last time. So it was insane. In fact, I may still have footage from my old blue phone. not this blue phone, a different blue phone. Of footage of me in the parking lot. Gosh. Anyway, so basically, me then had a lot of trauma, and I thought I would never go back. But I was like, but at the same time, as the days were getting closer and closer to deciding if I should, I was like, if you go, you could possibly fix some of the trauma that you had from going. So that really made it harder for me to say no. And then that's when I caved and was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then I went, and I had a good time, and I made a really good film, and people loved it, and I loved it, and I'm so glad I did it. Okay, moving on to Jay Gurman's question. Hey, Crimey Chicken, do you know anyone who wants to buy a green screen? No, I don't know anyone who wants to buy a green screen. Why? Why do you ask? Wait, do you have one? I mean, I'm not like, Just wondering. Yeah, just wondering. Oh, so you have a green? Whoa, you have a green screen? Can I have it? I mean, like, it would be really nice to have two because we've got one we haven't used it ever. Can I have it, please? Please. I mean, I don't know anyone who needs one besides me because, like, I have this plan for this corner of the room to put the green screen that I already have there and have like a little green screen corner instead of keeping it in the moldy basement where it's probably collecting dust and mold. So there's that. But then, like, if we have this other green screen, then I could do stuff like if I have another green screen, then I wouldn't have to worry about. Basically, it'd just be really nice to have one. So if I could have it, I mean, I'll pay you. Yeah, I'll absolutely pay you if I and you insist. But yeah, everyone go watch Secret Agent Counterfeit. It was really good. Yes, it was really fun making it. Please go watch. And yeah, if you don't mind, can I have it? I'll pay you. Excuse me. I'll pay you. I guess. Yeah, I would really like a second one, because this first one, I mean, it's nice, but it's like I would like a second one so then I can do more than just. Do you need two green screens? Yes, I do, because then I can cover things like boxes and other things. So then I can sit down on the boxes and then green screen it out. So then it looks like I'm sitting in the captain's chair. Or what else? Basically, if you have two, then I could cover up something. Like, I wouldn't need to just use one to do like 3 tasks at once. And then there wouldn't be any like weird shadows or anything. So yeah, I think that would be really cool. And then maybe if someone else needs it and I don't need it anymore, then I can give it to them. So yeah. Sorry, Dory Dashing. Had to call customer. I'll rewind after your live session is over. Okay. Whoa. Yeah. It's never been used. Ever. We'll talk offline. Okay. Yeah. That sounds good. That sounds awesome. I didn't even know you had one. And I've known you for like years. I didn't know you had one. That's really cool. Anyway, so with that, I think it's time to wrap this up. So, you had it for a few years? Oh, you made it! Yakman here. Hi. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just go on for 2 or 3 more minutes. So yeah, and I'm thinking about making a video about the brigade thing. Yep, in a box. Oh, that's so cool. If I could have it, pretty please. With a cherry on top. I haven't said that in ages. Holy hell. So yeah, Yakman here. Yeah. How are you? Yeah, it's just a little awkward because of reasons. So what I'm going to say is this. So, okay, Yakman here to summarize what we've talked about. Oh my gosh, hi, you're Shirley Chris. Wow. Like, did I tweet it wrong or something? Because you two just made it at the very end of the live stream, which makes it incredibly awkward for me to end it. So the live stream, that is. But anyway, I mean, if you guys don't mind, I might talk for a minute longer or 2. Oh, hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. I dozed off and slept too long. Just got off of work. Okay, phew. I was really concerned for a second. I thought I emailed and tweeted the wrong time. So I was like, wait, did I just tweet out and email people saying it was the wrong time? Sorry to freak out. Keep talking. Thank you. If you insist. Stop touching this thing. Keeps us company as we drive around town. Oh, good. Should I make a podcast? No. That would maybe. That'd be cool. Maybe I'd love to be on the aux cable. So yeah, I mean, most of you would know who that is, but if you don't know who that is, the aux cable is run by Ryan Matlock, which I've met, and Matthew Bird, and I would really like to be on it. Why not? What would be your subject? I have no idea. I mean, making videos is already stressful enough, so I don't know if I could edit half-an-hour conversations with myself. Oh, a podcast? Yeah, it would be fun. It would. I mean, what type of a podcast? Are we talking about something like the inner tube or something like Corridor Cruise? Because with the inner tube, I meant hallway because of Mother's frustration thing. Anyway, so With like the inner tube, it's completely no video, it's just audio, and I don't know what type of software to use to edit audio. And then with Corridor Digital, or whatever the thing is, that's audio and video. So would I do that? That would be different. Make a podcast about YouTubing. So it's a podcast dedicated to YouTube stuff. That's an interesting idea. That'd be really funny if I became like that French dude who became like really successful and rich because he made a podcast. I'm talking about, oh darn it, what's his name? The dude that that not only does a podcast but a YouTube podcast where he walks around Paris. Beautiful. I love Paris. But that's an interesting idea. Maybe I'll try that. A podcast about YouTube. That French dude, that French dude. Get guests like Ryan. I'd love to be a guest. Wow. You'd like to be a guest? Wow. The Earful Tower. Thank you, Mother. Maybe even Josh Taylor about YouTubing. So basically, it's a podcast. I could picture that. Like maybe a YouTube podcast, so it's a little easier for me to edit. So it's a podcast where you interview people about YouTubing, and you just talk about the struggles or tutorials or tips or something about YouTubing. Make a podcast about thinking about what your podcast will be. So I dedicate like 105 episodes to being like, what could I do for a podcast? That would be funny. What was I talking about? Drea, I totally forgot what I'm talking about for the podcast. Yeah, that is really funny. I can hear. So yeah, Drat, I honestly totally forgot what I was talking about. Think. Okay, darn it, it totally left my brain. Call it the CCP. CCP. So what would the CCP stand for? It'd stand for, wait, which one? The podcast about thinking about your podcast will be? But for real, that's a great idea, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, podcast would be interesting. I was talking about podcasts? Right, I think. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That would be interesting, making a podcast. I don't know, maybe someday. Maybe I will try that. Any really important things from the first hour that we missed that you'd like to recap, or should we just plan on rewatching this later? I'll totally, if you want to, I will, what's it called? Recap. And yeah, that is an interesting idea, to do a podcast about YouTubing and do interviews. Maybe I'll try that, and I can make it a YouTube podcast, and then, like I said, it'll be easier, and then you can actually see the people. So yeah, okay, to recap, I talked about The Office, I talked about Star Trek, I talked about the fact that the dude who played Michael Scott from The Office plays Gru from Despicable Me, and I want to watch that movie really badly. I talked about, what's it called? I talked about Brigade, and I talked about the fact that at Brigade I had a lot of trauma, and then just recently I decided to go back and just, the cabin, I got to film at the cabin, I got to have a really good time there, and I'm just glad I went. And moral of the story, if you ever have an opportunity to fix past trauma, just don't hesitate to do that. Because, I mean, if that's the last time that you ever get to fix that past trauma, then go for it. Because otherwise you might regret it and wish that you did work on the things that helped you to become a better person, and you won't regret it. And that's basically what I went through when I was trying to decide if I should go or not. Okay. Oh, thank you, Dad. Thank you. So yeah, I went there and I fixed some. It wasn't like I fixed trauma, it was more like I just went and I was like, this place isn't that bad. And also, it could have just been an autism thing, but it was probably both. Oh, we also there, what did we play? What was it called? Frisbee golf. We played frisbee golf. I love frisbee. I love golf. I like mini golf, really. So yeah, it was really fun. Also, he mentioned that Ryan swept the Blind Mikhail Film Contest. Wink. Yes, Ryan totally won the Blind Mikhail Film Contest. Just kidding. I'm not that annoyed. Maybe a little. Anyway, so yeah. That's basically all that I talked about, right? Oh, then I had that a Star Trek idea of a Starfleet Star Trek show, all from the perspective, that was word. Perspective of the person that vlogs. And then I talked about podcasts. I played freezing golf with her. That is fun. Yeah, it really was. And it was funny because we kind of went into the wrong areas and whatnot. It was really fun, and I'm surprisingly good at frisbee. I really like it. Your short film reminded me of a Psych/EC episode. EC, that's Evil Chris, and you watch Psych, Chris? I love that show. I love that show. Psych is one of my favorite detective stories, along with Remington Steele and Monk and whatnot. You're great at pool. Oh, right. I'm also really good at pool. Yeah, they had one at my dad's church when I went there for a funeral. And yeah, I'm kind of good. Hey, I played pool when we were at that 9th grade party, one of my videos. But yeah, I didn't know you liked Psych, Chris. Oh, that's so cool. A freaking natural. You played at that house. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm a natural. I mean, it was like when it comes to the trickier shots, I'm kind of decent. When it comes to shots that are so obvious, I can't do those. It's there are a lot of times where it's oh, that's a pretty obvious shot. Let me just, and the ball goes to the moon. Hamburg Warrior Secret Asian Counterfeit is #1 in my book. Oh, thank you, Dad. That was a fun party. Yes, it sure was. And yes, wish we could do it again. Yeah, I wish we could do that again too. It was at this it was like a 5th grade party or something. And it was at this really rich person's house. And they had a little boat, a pretty big boat. We went down the lake. It was really cool. You've been a big fan of the show for a long time. Me too. I love Psych. James Hardane, Dule Hill for the win. Also, Dule Hill's tap dancing abilities. I want to tap dance like that someday. Gosh, it's really cool seeing those two. Oh, what do you think of the movies? What, Chris, have you seen the 2 Psych movies? Because I have. And, I mean, they're okay, but they're not that great. It seems like the people who made them only studied the 7th season of Psych, not Star Trek. It was super windy on that boat. It was, I think. And one of the teenage boys there picked up a big fish. Yeah, it was so fun. Those were good days. Oh my gosh, this battery. Wait, what? The battery on this thing is just going by so fast. It's sad. I'd have to get a whole new computer. I've actually been thinking about doing that. Buying a new computer. Yes. I need to watch a news movie, but yeah, the first one was okay. Okay, so they were okay. The first one I found really violent. They were both violent. And I love season 1 through 3. Yeah. Those are some of the best seasons ever. And I have seasons 5 and 6. But I love that the person who gave them to me didn't have the last 2 discs, which was good because the last 2 discs of those seasons have bad episodes. Anyway, senior year. Oh, thank you, Jake Berman. So yeah, the second movie was kind of odd. It was violent. And it was strange, and I really didn't like that part with Mary. Because, okay, spoiler, the only spoiler I'll give, Mary's involved, and I think I'm doing all of you a favor by saying don't watch that part with Mary in it. Mary being that dude from that, well, it was one of the Yin and Yang episodes. He kind of reminds me of Joe. They both seem to have this weird but yet quirky personality. And it's getting kind of late. As you can see, the lighting outside is getting kind of dark. But yeah, that was an evening. The 9th grade, I think. It's fun. I vlogged it, so check it out in the channel. Yeah, Mary is a lot like Joe. Hey, I have the same lighting. Oh, that's cool. But I'm talking. So you're sure because I'm talking about my friend Joe. I don't. You only saw him in like. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, that one video. There's one video where he happened to be over years ago. So if you're talking about that, then my goodness, he does. But yeah, that'll be fun doing stuff like that, doing that party again, and trying a podcast. You have the same lighting. Wait, what do you mean by that? So I just pointed over here. You only could see the house. Oh, you thought I meant Joe Rep. No, I'm not talking about Joe Rep. I'm talking about one of my really good friends, Joe. Oh no, there's no live nativity this year. No! I died. Anyway. The live nativity was basically this, Oh, you're being funny about the lighting, I see. But yeah, live nativity was literally that. A nativity, like the nativity story, but live. And it was really fun. But now it's not happening this year. No! Okay. I know it's so sad. I really liked it. Yeah, it's that problem that's happening in the world, which I wish didn't exist. I won't end these on a sad note. Oh, so I'm working on a video. I'm working on a video. It's actually I needed to edit it, like make it, and uploaded it probably too long ago, but it's finally being made. I just want to heads up that in this video, I have a big pimple on my nose. Okay, in fact, you can kind of see it. It's like the remainders of what used to be a huge pimple, and I don't have it anymore. So don't go spamming the comments saying something like, "Oh my gosh, look at that pimple." But now that I said that, people like Jay Garman are gonna go do that. Why did I say it? Anyway. Oh, well, we'd never know if you hadn't pointed it out. Why did I say? Well, I mean, you think that, but honestly, it was kind of big. And it's just like at this point it's like I have two choices. Upload the video and possibly get some funny criticism about my nose or not, and then be super stressed about making a video and just so yeah. I bet Joe Rep would another guest for your podcast. I bet Joe Rep would another great guest for your podcast. Recording podcast is simple. Record your video and audio and cut the video and leave the audio. Then just upload the audio. Hey, for real, put ice on it. It gets rid of the pimple. Really works. Okay. Yeah, I can try that. It'll make me kind of cold, but yeah. So yeah, if you really want me, can I like do a poll on this thing? Like, how do you make polls? Wait, I'm gonna do a poll on Twitter. Okay, I'm gonna go do a poll on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. It's at Criminy Chicken. I might change that in the future, but it's like at Criminy Chicken. And I'm gonna make a poll. By then, like after this live stream, I'm gonna go straight over and make a poll. And if you guys really want me to do like a podcast, then just submit your answer as a yes or no. But yeah. If I might try that. Who knows? Maybe that'll give me internet fame. Internet famous. Gotta fill the void in my soul. So follow me and like my stuff. Make me go famous. Cause saying make me go viral is a little bit of bad choice of words during this time. But it's the best with the ice on as you feel it. You know, when you feel the pain. But I've missed it before and had a white head and put the ice on it and it worked. So you just put it on while there's a white head. And anyway, let's not end this live stream talking about pimples. I think that'd be a little too gross. So yeah, let's something else. Like the fact that Hamburger Boy's shirt is right there. Yeah, I love Twitter. I love Twitter too, man. People joke about Twitter being like heck, but honestly I find it pretty decent. If you follow the right people, that is. If you follow people that just don't post political stuff that gives you anxiety about stuff and whatnot, then it actually is a decent place. There's a show on TV called Dr. Pimple Popper. No kidding. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Ooh, you can learn Inner Famous on the UK. I could. Should I try that? That'd be cool. Hamburger Boy should put his laundry away. Yes, he should. Yes, he should. Like, you see, like... Okay, so it's like, there's like that dress code when you're like, when you're a secret agent, apparently. And he had to be in a disguise, or at least plain clothing, so that's why he was like in that when he was a secret agent. But yeah. That's his laundry. I keep asking him to put it away. He always like gets this close to, and then he forgets. He can like something so insignificant, like distracts them. For instance, there was this one day when Hamburger Boy was literally gonna put away the laundry, when he found a paperclip. He found a paperclip, and that occupied him for the rest of the day. He went through the entire house looking for paperclips. I need to talk to him about paperclips. So, on that lovely note about Hamburger Boy and his obsession with paperclips, I think it's time to wrap this up, because I still have a couple things to do, and I'm sure all of you guys do have something to do. What did Hamburger Boy do with the paperclip? He didn't do anything with it. He was just really obsessed with the fact that he found one. So he was just like, oh my gosh. So he put that one up in a display case. Kind of dumb. Anyway. And then he just scoured the rest of the house for paperclips, specifically on the ground. He wouldn't take any of them from the bags or in drawers, but he would look for them on the ground because he finds those fascinating. That's just him. And I'll reach out to you about the podcast. The podcast, and then he corrected himself, podcast. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Maybe I'll have maybe it's like not only maybe it could be just like the Ox Cable where it's not only just me, but it's both me and Chris. That would be wild. And Amir Myrtle, thank you for reminding me about ZTV. Oh my word! We could name the podcast ZTV. Oh my word! But it's not technically TV if it's a podcast. We could call it Z Radio or something. That would be really cool. So yeah, I mean, I will make that poll for everyone. I'll leave it up for like 2 days or so then we can properly see who wants me to have a podcast. And if it wins, I'll try it, I guess, on the channel, of course. It's not going to be like on a totally different website. It'll be a new thing, podcast, one episode every other week or something like that. Because, yeah, I mean, it depends how long it is. If it's like a 30-minute podcast, I don't think I could edit that without dying from stress every 2 weeks. ZR. Ooh. That's cool. So, or I don't know, who knows? Maybe just, who knows? I probably need a co-host to A, help edit it, and B, so then it's not like just me. So then it's like, how do I make a podcast where I talk to myself? Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Maybe like monthly, or maybe just like whenever we feel like it. Or maybe it could be like just like a combination of like both me and you, Chris, and then me, or maybe it'd just be a guest. Who knows? Who knows? All you do know is that a podcast does sound interesting. Podcast. But I don't know what I would talk about. That's the problem. I would have to do it basically with like rip off of Ryan and just ask people questions. Because I don't think I could actually like come up with something to talk about for half an hour. You can say put 777 for yes podcast and put 222 for no podcast. Well, don't worry. On Twitter, you can do like polls where it's like, hey, do you want me to do this or that? And then they have 2 options of yeah, no, or a third maybe. Anyway, on that lovely note, Zimcast. Oh my word, Zimcast. Or in this case, he actually said Zimcaster, the Jeff D. Garmin. But I think you meant Zimcast. Make it about YouTube. I like that idea. Okay. Yeah. If that's really what you guys want, then I will. Zimcast. I think I'll do that. And yeah, I like that. So it's just me, Zimcast. No offense. I mean, I wouldn't be the end of the world if I don't know. I mean, maybe a co-host, maybe just guests. Who knows? Zimcast. I like the ring to that. So it's just me talking about YouTube. So it's technically YouTube tip videos, but half an hour long. I second the Zimcaster. Okay, the one problem with that though is the fact that I can't really go through like a script. I mean, like whenever I make a video, there's like probably 8 takes of me just starting to say something, and then in my head it's like, you know what? That doesn't sound that great. I'm just gonna cut you off right here and now, even though it sounds like it's totally fine. I'm just gonna cut you. For example, if I said, I don't even remember that. Like, I am the very model of a modern major general. I'll get like halfway through that, and then like in my head, I'll mess something up, and then I'll just stop. So usually there'd be like 7 to 8 takes of me trying to say something, which in turn would lead to it being very hard to edit. But if I was able to do it maybe with a guest or a co-host or something, where just questions, people just ask me questions, then yeah. The verse shall be Zimcast. Oh my gosh. Great tagline. Agreed. Great tagline. Okay, I'm gonna really think about this. Like, I'm gonna actually think about this. If this podcast like actually works, who knows? Maybe it'll become a thing. That would be really funny if people subscribe to my channel not because of the videos that I make, but the podcast. That'd be kind of sad. I want people to watch my videos. Anyway, on that awesome note, I think it's time to wrap this thing up. The battery on this thing is going to die in like 10 minutes or so. I could be a guest. Yeah. That'd be cool. Seeing Dad as a guest. He doesn't really know much about YouTube, but yeah, that'd be cool. And this was the day Zimmerman became a radio announcer. That'd be really funny if that was. Thanks for saying. So yeah, on that lovely note, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. That was a blast. And yeah, I like talking. Anyway, yeah. I will see you next the next video, the next live stream, and I'm gonna say it now before I forget. It's gonna be when October, the last Monday of that October, and I'm gonna do my best to Twitter it and email all of you a week or a couple days beforehand, and it's not last minute, like almost every time. So, on that lovely note, I'll see you in the next video, and remember to stay original. And September, thank you. I don't know my months very well. Yes, thanks for sticking around. It's later, October 2nd, 2 months from now. It sounded better in my head. Oh well. I'll see if I can make it. Okie dokie. Byes. Stay original. Which is actually ironic because I didn't come up with that because it was actually Ryan's idea and I just was like, oh, thank you for the idea. Okay, bye.